Welcome back to CBS News 24/7, friends. All right, social media giant TikTok turning to the Supreme Court. This is really a last-ditch effort to try to save the company from a forced sell-off. So, a bipartisan congressional measure signed into law by President Joe Biden set to go into effect January 19th. That law calls for TikTok's parent company called ByteDance to sell the platform to an American company or face a nationwide ban. TikTok says that measure violates their free speech rights under the First Amendment. Well, President-elect Donald Trump met with the platform's CEO yesterday and had this to say about the app during his news conference.
I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok has something to do with that.
So let's go live to West Palm Beach, Florida, and CBS politics reporter Libby Cathy. All right, so Libby, Trump says he has that warm spot in his heart. Why? And is there any thought that he might intervene before this January date hits?
Yeah, you heard it there, Reed. Trump telling reporters at Mar-a-Lago yesterday that he has a warm spot in his heart for TikTok, citing the youth vote and winning the presidential election, and saying that TikTok might have something to do with that. Now, this is really a stunning reversal for Trump, who during his first term did try to enact a ban on TikTok, now saying yesterday that he will try to intervene before January 19th, as you said, when TikTok has this deadline to divest from this Chinese parent company, ByteDance. Trump saying yesterday that he wants to do something about that. But it is worth noting that this is a full reversal for Trump, and this comes at the behest of some who say that TikTok presents a host of security concerns. But Trump liking his numbers on the app after the election. And as you say, this meeting with TikTok yesterday coming after he said he has a warm spot for the app, coming really after a slew of meetings with different tech leaders, Reed.
Well, and relative to the security questions of the app, bipartisan lawmakers both sounded off concerns about that app. So it'll be fascinating to see what happens. So Trump also meeting with CEOs of the tech world. We're talking about Netflix CEO. That's coming up next, actually. So this comes after he sat down with leaders of Apple and Google and Meta. What can you tell us about this tech focus by the president-elect?
Yeah, Reed, everyone seems to be coming down to Mar-a-Lago and kissing the ring, for lack of a better phrase. Today, we have Netflix's CEO set to be at Mar-a-Lago, ahead of Amazon's founder, Jeff Bezos, being set to visit Mar-a-Lago this week. That also comes ahead of a planned donation by Amazon for $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund and another $1 million in-kind donation amounting to streaming the inauguration on Amazon Prime. But this comes also as some of Trump's cabinet picks have sent out warnings for some of these tech leaders. Kash Patel, for instance, Trump's pick for FBI director, has talked about subpoenas for Zuckerberg and the Google founder, for instance, for claims of censorship and other different cases that he has brought up. So Kash Patel threatening these subpoenas while all these tech leaders coming down and meeting with Trump, really trying to get ahead of potential retribution that they see might come in Trump's second term. And Trump saying yesterday that during his first term, nobody wanted to be his friend, kind of acknowledging here in the second term that everyone is trying to play nice with him, ahead of him also promising lawsuits against the media and a host of others, Reed.
All right, and so let's go a little bit deeper on those media lawsuits. Filed one against the Des Moines Register and Selzner last night. They cite a violation of Iowa's Consumer Fraud Act. Has the Register responded to that? And what's this all about?
Yeah, actually, Des Moines Register did respond to that. The spokesperson staying in a statement today after Trump filed that lawsuit in Polk County, Iowa last night. The spokesperson really standing by their pollster, Ann Seltzer, and saying this lawsuit is meritless. Now, Trump's team, of course, in this lawsuit saying that really accusing Seltzer of purposely trying to sway these races for Democrats, having a lot of words for Vice President Kamala Harris and her campaign as well. But the Des Moines Register, Gannett, that parent company, standing by their paper. And really, this is just emblematic of Trump making really do on these promises. Yesterday, he said that lawsuit would be coming for the Des Moines Register. Now it did. And what this stems from, just to give a little bit of context, Reed, is there was a poll made in the days leading up to the election by the Des Moines Register, by this longtime pollster Ann Seltzer, that put Harris ahead of Trump. Of course, Trump ended up winning Iowa by some 13 points. So now he's saying this is election interference, citing this under the Iowa Consumer Fraud Protection Act. Again, the Des Moines Register saying this is meritless, but absolutely intended to potentially have a chilling effect. And Trump has promised more of these lawsuits. And we know, Reed, sometimes polls are wrong. So that is one thing I'll add to this. And we'll see if this lawsuit goes anywhere else, as Trump has promised more, Reed.
Libby, Kathy, in what looks to be a breezy West Palm Beach, thank you so much for being on the stream with us today.